and one for the intelligent as fellas get. Listen, let's settle this. Be clear, I can fall back 7 years, still it ain't no one ahead of me. Consider it a blessing if you get to stand next to me. 5-star general, OG veteran, cake like.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Well, today is the I don't know what number prep vlog this is, but this is going to be the 2-week out prep vlog. So I already filmed the 3 weeks out, which was last week, and this one's going to be a little different. It's not going to be following me around through the day. My days are pretty much the same. I'm in keto now for 2 weeks. This is my second full week in keto. My body really comes around very fast when I'm in keto. But, you know, the reason why I started filming these vlogs is to give people a little insight as to what it's like to be a competitor, which I've done in the past. I've done vlogs of the stuff in the past, but this one's different. This one is going to the national level, something that I have been trying to achieve for the last 23 years. And it's approaching fast. You know, at the end of last year, I decided to go to the next level to try to compete for a pro card in the IFBB. And compete in the NPC for an IFBB pro card. Let me be that very distinct as to what it is. Something that I set out on a journey to do when I was 17 years old. Now, this is not just a show for me, as many people just, it's just another show. No, this is definitely not a show. It's a 23-year journey of working hard, eating a certain way, sacrificing, injuring myself, not giving up when I want to give up. 23 years. And, you know, I put more stress on myself for it than anyone else puts on me. I put more pressure on myself than anyone else puts on me. I've held myself to a standard that, you know, some people, they go to a show, there's 2 people in it, they play second, they qualify for nationals. I'm a nationally qualified competitor, and they go fucking do a national show and get 83rd place. You know, that's not me. You know, I wanted to make sure I won my class before moving to the next level, and in physique I did that. Now, there's a point that I call the boo-hoo point that everyone reaches, and mine's always 4 weeks out. And there's like a mental breakdown that happens at 4 weeks out. And I don't know why this is. Mine was at 3 weeks out this year. In the past, I remember, true story, you question, why the fuck am I doing this? It's so hard. Your body fat gets to a certain point where your brain, everything has to do with survival. Your brain just wants to shut down. Your body wants to shut down. It wants to just really kind of, you know, revitalize itself and replenish itself and not expend any energy. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to kind of ration its energy reserves. So you kind of think kind of foggy. It gets hard to move around. The cravings for food, and it's not just like, you know, not junk food, not, you know, unhealthy foods, just craving for more food in general. Your body wants more carbohydrates. It's looking for sugar or carbs in general, especially when you drop into keto. You start questioning, why the fuck am I doing this? You know, you start thinking, I want to give up. And a couple of years ago, I got to that breaking point. I was actually cutting quite a bit of weight. I was cutting 65 pounds in 12 weeks. 4 weeks out, I had that fucking breakdown. I said, I'm done. I can't do this. I don't want to do this. And, you know, the doubt starts to set in, like, you know, I'm doing this for nothing anyways. And I was actually dieting with one of my clients. We were doing the show together. So that was the big thing. Like, we were going through it all together. And I said, I'm going to fucking Burger King. Of all places, I wanted Burger King. And Carrie actually stopped me. She had both her fucking hands on my chest and, like, stopped me. As I was like, get out of my way. I'm going. I don't care. She's like, you're going to regret it. We went through this whole big talk, and she did calm me down, and I, you know, settled down, and I continued with the show. And, like, my cousin Trisha drove down here from New York to watch me compete, and I did the show with Brooks. And, you know, Aaron Clark was in my class, which was really cool. Like, a lot of good things came of the show. I met up with Big Bitch Formula. I wound up being sponsored with them for the next year. Like, so many good things came out of it, and I accomplished my goal. I dropped 65 pounds in 12 weeks, which was inspiring to my clients. I went from fit to fat to fit. But all of it would have been nixed if I had walked out the door and went to Burger King, so I may not have been able to control myself and get myself back on track. So this year, 3 weeks out, I look at it and I say, about 4 weeks out, I start questioning, man, this is hard. You know, I'm dropping into keto. I don't feel good. Double cardio sessions a day to get me to where I need to be. And, you know, of course, the training, you know, I love to train. When I'm training and I'm feeling like, fuck, I don't know if I can do it, like, you know, you don't really want to train. So you're not really enjoying your training anymore. You know, at this point, at 4 weeks out. And then, you know, I start thinking, you know, fuck, I don't know if I'm on the level of those other guys. And then I went to the posing seminar this weekend and noticed that even the guys that were 2 weeks out from their show and I was 3 weeks out, I was flat. Don't get me wrong, I was flat because I hadn't eaten, but I was still better conditioned than them. And I was like, fuck, my condition is on point. I didn't really know. You know what I mean? Because like I'm just seeing myself and I don't know what to compare that to. Now, we don't know who's going to show up on stage at Team Universe anyways, but it doesn't matter. And then there was an IFBB pro there. His name's Nick. He actually trains at my gym. And I remember I seen him in the gym and I was like, fuck, this guy's awesome. Like, he's big, he's round, and, you know, they're telling him he's too big for physique. And as good as he looks in the gym and everything, then we do a mock call out and Gary Udick calls me out and stands me next to him. And I get a couple pictures. And for the first time in my life, I get to see what I would look like standing next to an IFBB pro. And of course, he's going to demolish me on stage. There's no doubt about it. But to be able to see myself matching up with him and saying that's even the next level above that, so a level below that size-wise and condition-wise, that's what I'll be going against. And then 40-year-olds. This kid's like a younger kid, too. So like 40-year-olds, fuck, I might have a chance. Holy fuck. It starts to set in. I may not win, but I have a chance. And it's not easy. And I start thinking about my own slogan. I start thinking, I don't need easy, I just need possible. And I know right now that it's possible. And a switch flip like that. Like instantaneously on that day. When I left there, that posing seminar this past Sunday, I had the possibility that I could place in the top 5 at this show, possibly top 2 if I bring my conditioning and my fullness and nail everything like I normally, you know, do in physique. I have a possible chance at walking away with a pro card for the first time in my life. And everything changed. You know, the next day was Monday. I got in the gym, I had a fucking killer workout. I got up, I was motivated for that fucking first cardio session. I actually did 5 minutes more just for the fuck of it. You know, I dropped back into keto again because I carved up. I had a bunch of hamburgers and shit on Sunday night. Pulled myself out of keto, dropped back into keto again. And that's something I do. Anyway, it's a whole fucking different topic, but it doesn't matter. But, you know, like, as you're starting to think about this, you know, I'm going to be making the trip up to New York. Twice Carrie competed in this show, and she didn't do well, and it was pretty upsetting to her. And that leaves it with like a bad kind of notion with me. So all I have is bad memories of this place that I'm going to compete in myself now. And of all things, the day that I'll be on stage is my cousin Christopher's death date, July 1st. A day that every year sneaks up on me and I can barely fucking hold my shit together for the day. I'll be on stage that day. The person who got me into lifting weights in the first place, the day that he died, the anniversary, I'll be on stage competing for a pro card. I mean, when it clicked and I realized that, I was like, holy fuck. Like, I gotta do Chris proud. I don't know why that clicks in my head. I gotta do Chris proud. Like, I cannot give 125%. Fuck 110%. I need 125% now. Fuck this. Like, I gotta, you know, like, and I got to the gym and I'm more motivated. And I'm on the treadmill and I got a lump in my throat and tears in my eyes because I realize on a treadmill, I get tears in my eyes. In the fucking, I don't know if anybody notices me or not on this fucking treadmill. I'm just like a fucking staple in export fitness now. Then I'm going to be fucking heading up there to try to do what I've been trying to do for 23 years. And all it takes is one person or 2 people, because top 2 get a pro card, 2 people to come in better than you and you lose. But it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. Like, I tell all my clients all the time, I tell people that I know that compete, the placings don't matter. And, you know, I know now that when I go on the stage, I'm not going to get blown off the stage. I know that for a fact. Like, I know I'm not going to get my doors blown off like in my head I was thinking I was. I'm going to walk in there at about 193 to 194 pounds at my height with condition that I know I can bring. Hard, full, is vascular. I mean, I'm getting more vascular than I've ever fucking been. If you've seen the pictures on Instagram that I posted the other day. And I'm sitting here going, holy fuck, like 40 years old, what I accomplished was, again, last year was the best shape of my life. And I said I wanted to be my best ever, and I'm going to be my best package ever on stage at 40 years old, lifting weights heavier than I have in years. You know, my range of motion ain't the best, and I get knocked for that all the time. But, you know, to be able to do what I'm doing is a gift, and I'm still doing it. To be able to get to that next level and compete on the next level is a gift. And I don't take that for granted. I am a person that's taken many things and many people for granted in my life. But this one I don't. You know, my mom, through this prep, breast cancer, had a mastectomy, had a lumpectomy in her armpit. They took her lymph nodes out, lymphectomy or whatever the fuck it's called. You know, she decided to not do chemotherapy. For those that have asked on Periscope and stuff, they know. So who knows if her cancer could come back. So that, I had to go up to Rhode Island to visit her because I thought she was pretty much done for at that point. So there have been things that go on in this prep that, you know, make you step back and go, you know, why am I doing this? Like, what difference does it make? And the vlogs themselves have been doing really well. And people that watch these vlogs understand. They get it. You know, they know what's going on in my head. They know that they've maybe given up on themselves before. And that's the key, is to not give up on yourself. And I'm not here to bullshit you like everybody else. I want to motivate people. I want to inspire people. No, you want to be famous. You want to be famous, and you want people to reassure you that you're somebody. And that's nice. That stuff is nice. When someone comes up to you and says, thank you very much for the videos, I appreciate it, stuff's nice. It's cool. I love it. I'll be honest with you. I love it because I feel like I connect with people. And I connect with anybody when I meet them to begin with most of the time. That's just how I am. I like being like that. But I'm the guy that never should have been in this situation. I'm the guy that voted least likely to succeed in fucking high school. I'm the guy that fucking failed all my classes. I was a fucking complete retard. I won like one fucking wrestling match in high school. You know, I was the one that fucking got addicted to drugs, and a lot of his friends died or fucking got locked up. I was a fucking complete loser for years. Fucking wandered aimlessly, not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. And that one constant was bodybuilding. Competitive bodybuilding. Still competing whether I was fucking on drugs or not. Heroin and shit, not steroids, but it didn't matter. I was still competing in bodybuilding. That bodybuilding gave me hope for some reason. It saved my life many times, and I've talked about it. And I think that nowadays so many people get wrapped up in it for the fame and the Instagram and stuff like that. And I think this whole thing, this whole message that I'm trying to give everyone right now is that I made it to 40 years old. I made it to 40 on the other side of all the bad shit. Bad stuff continues to happen. But I stay focused on just trying to be a better me every day. Every single day. Every day I get up, I try to do something better than I did the day before and make myself a little out of my comfort zone every day. I do a lot of things that I don't want to do because I feel like that's how you grow as a person. But I think my whole message in general is that there's hope. You know, if you had a shitty day today, there's hope that tomorrow's a better day. If you had a shitty week, there's a hope that next month, there's hope. You have to have hope. And if you do have hope and you believe in yourself, it took me a long time to believe myself. You guys know that Lavroni story. But if you have belief in yourself and you hope that there's a better day coming up, today may be bad, but tomorrow might be the day you accomplish something great. You know, and here I am sitting here patiently waiting, day in, day out, fucking trucking along, staying on my diet, eating the foods, which, you know, I don't really fucking mind. Let's face facts. I've been doing it so long, it's like second nature now. It's a lot more flexible now than it used to be, so it's even better. But every day I got to get up, I got to train. Body parts hurt, injuries flare up. Sleep is broken up and fucked up. Take care of my daily responsibilities with my clients, business. Still be the face of Primeval Labs out there, promoting their products, formulating new products with them, which is an amazing experience that I'm getting to do now. And I'm heading into the biggest show of my life on the biggest day of my life with a lot of people watching that are inspired and motivated, although that's not what it's for. But they hope that I win. They hope for me. There's a lot of haters out there, no shit. There's a lot of people that are hoping that I win, to see that Cinderella story, to see that Rocky underdog story play out, so that they say, hey, fuck, if Jerry did it, because I'll tell you right now, I'm your average, everyday person. I'm just like everyone else out there. They make commercials for me. Because fuck, I see something, I gotta buy it, because it appeals to me because I'm normal. You know, I'm average. I just kind of push myself a little further and further to try to be a little, you know, better than I was the day before. But all that hope that people push on me, when you're watching this right now, it's 15 minutes, it's going fucking long, but if you're here at the 15-minute mark, you know that it shit got pretty deep, and thank you for watching. So as we head into this final 2-week push, which technically there's only 1 week when you're watching this, there's going to be 1 week left of workouts, because I don't count that final week as a week, because I'm basically depleting and then loading. So after I get through this next week, the last year of training, and believe me, that training for this show started after my last show last year. A year's worth of training, 23 years worth of dieting and training, and fucking hardships and pain and pushing are over. And I wait. I wait for the show to get here that week. I wait to compete. I wait to get on stage. Then I wait to hear my placing. Patience. I think that's what this whole lesson is for me. I think this whole thing, you're supposed to learn lessons in life. I think a 23-year lesson of patience is culminating for this show. I know this shit's getting deep because I'm 40 years old and I'm deep. I'm not a fucking retard like I was when I was younger, but we'll see how it plays out. But thank you all for watching, and I'll be chronicling the last final week also. I don't know how much of it I'll actually include, but the trip up there, you know, the weight and the hiding in and putting on the tan, we're going to do that whole thing again this year. And I hope that you guys have some hope from this. I'm Bios3 and I approve this message, and we're out.